My name is Dr. Jocelyn Conley. I'm a pelvic floor physical therapist, and in this video, I'm going to go over 2 exercises for you to try to have a better connection to your glute muscles. First one is in standing. First thing you're going to do is stand up in an aligned posture. So your ears should be over your shoulder here, the hip socket on the side, your knee, and then your ankle. And I want you to just slightly shift forward in your ankles so that you're not sitting back. Then soften your knees, but don't bend them, just so they're not locked out. Place your hands on your right and left butt cheek, and then squeeze your cheeks together as if you had a dollar bill or $100 bill in between and you didn't want it to fall. And hold that position, and as you hold it, try to pay attention to what's happening in your legs. A lot of times people will tighten a lot in their hamstring, and that's okay at first, but eventually I want that to improve, meaning less hamstring, more glutes. And I'll show you mine. Now, I do this all the time, so don't expect to have this down like I do right away. But then, once you could do that, then eventually I would want you to be able to contract your left butt cheek and then your right butt cheek. And as you do this, there shouldn't be any movement in your lower back. Usually I'll have people work that in with other glute exercises as like a movement prep. And I'll have them practice for about a minute, holding each contraction for about 5 to 30 seconds. Next exercise is lying on your back, and you're going to place your hands on your back, and the first thing I want you to do is I want you to squeeze your glutes together and pay attention to what happens in your lower back. If you can maneuver your fingers underneath your body to the center portion of your lower spine, you should not feel any motion in your spine. It just stays in neutral. If you place your hand on your belly, and I forgot to mention this in standing, your belly should stay soft as you do this. The heavier and more relaxed your legs are, the better, but if there's a little bit of tone in your thighs, that's fine. Common errors with this is to round your spine, and that either occurs because you're pressing down through your legs somehow, you're using too much hamstrings, or you're using too much abdominals. The other reason is you're just used to using your glutes to tip your pelvis into this posterior tilt position or rounded spine position. And we don't want our glutes to do that. We want our glutes to be controlling and stabilizing the hip. We want the abs to tilt. But in this exercise, there's no tilting, back stays in neutral. Shouldn't arch. And as with standing, holding for about 5 seconds, and then letting go. Or anywhere, sometimes I have people practice and holding that for 30 seconds. One thing you could try is putting your heels together. Sometimes that helps people as well. So in this video, I covered 2 different exercises to connect with your glutes. One was in standing, one was on your back. I covered common errors. If you have any questions, please post them below. Otherwise, I will see you on the next video.